Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. So when we think about this word holy, to be holy, I think for many of us it can be something that is intimidating. Who is truly holy? Which one of us can be counted as holy? We see the saints, we call saints like Kidist Arsema, or Kidist, Intena. My mind is blanking all of a sudden. Saints Teklaimanot, like Kidus Teklaimanot, right? Kidus Yarid. We hear about all of these saints. And they set this bar, and we're like, can I be deserving of being called holy? Am I deserving of being called holy? This week, Saint Yared talks to us about this topic, holiness. I want to quickly give you a verse that Christ, he tells us. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 48, he says, "Be therefore perfect, even as your Father who's in heaven is perfect." So, what is the standard? The standard is not just like, the base, like going to church on Sundays and fasting and doing all the things. The standard is perfection. Christ says, be therefore perfect, to be holy, to be complete. This is what Christ is asking of each and every one of us. And it's not something to shy away from. It's not something to be like, that bar is too high, I can never achieve it. It is something that comes day by day. I don't know if you guys know of compounding interest or something like, you put a little bit today, tomorrow you put a little bit, and it will continue to compound and grow and grow and grow until you reach somewhere that you didn't think you would reach. The goal is not to be flawless today. It's not flawlessness immediately. Which one of us will leave from today and not sin? Which one of us will go and turn immediately from the things that are troubling us? That is not the purpose here. The purpose is to strive to become holy. To have a heart that, like David, God will call, a heart that is after him. That is what we should go towards. There's a saint, we talked about it a few times. Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. So the call to be holy is not a call like you have to be holy like immediately. It's a call to progress, to make your way, go down the path. St. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, imitate me just as I also imitate Christ. Imitate me just as I also imitate Christ. When we look for examples of holiness, sometimes we look around at the people in our lives, the church fathers, of course this is good. But also look towards the saints. Look towards those who have lived the life that we are hoping to live, who have been crowned with this title of being a saint, being holy. The last thing I'll say is, to be holy doesn't mean to just like check off the boxes. It doesn't mean like, okay, I fasted this fast, that was good. I go to church every Sunday, that's good. That's not what it means to be holy. To be holy is not just to check off an action or a box, or because many people do that, but truly in their hearts, they're wicked. Christ, he's talking to the Pharisees, and he tells them, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you cleanse the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside they are full of extortion and self-indulgence." So just to do things for outward appearance, to fast and to do all the, of course these things are good. You should fast. You should give. You should go to church. In fact, this is needed. In fact, it is required. But if you do it just for the outward appearance, just to appear holy, Christ is saying woe to you as well. And so this week, and throughout the rest of this fast, as we think about what does it mean to be holy, as we reflect upon that, I want you guys to think about that. What am I doing to draw closer to this expectation, the standard that Christ has set for me, to be perfect? And so with that, we'll continue on with our next